So Chico and I are going to show you how to make a couple different gingerbread house designs today. So just choose one of them. You're going to get 1 packet of graham crackers, and this first design I'll show you a really basic one. So I'm going to start by taking a full graham cracker like this, and I'm going to outline the edges of it, but not the top. Do that, and now I'm actually going to break this in half. Okay, and I'm gonna do one more. So I already have a line there. So for this one there, I'm going to outline 3 of the edges, and I don't need to do the tops, so just 3 of the edges like that, and then that up like that. Now these are going to lean against each other like that. Now for this next piece, I'm going to do frosting on these 3 sides. So there's that basic there. All right, now if you're feeling more daring, you can try this more complex design, but know that it might not work. It might fall over or break. You might have to modify your design. My other gingerbread house just collapsed.
Should I show it? And you can edit it.
All right, so I've got these 2 long pieces here, and I've outlined them with frosting, and I'm gonna line them up so that the part with frosting is touching the part that I'm trying to stick it to. While you're waiting for this part to dry, if you want to try to build some kind of fence around your gingerbread house, you can. These are kind of hard to break into narrower pieces, so you might just get the little broken chunks, but you could try to build some kind of little feature around here like that. That's gonna probably tip over, but that's okay. And then outlining this in the frosting. Whoops, kind of sloppy there. And then pushing these 2 together so they're now, you can see them now supporting each other, standing up. And I can try to take another piece that's got somewhat straight edges. I can build a little fence. So I keep forgetting to show you. Your gingerbread house will probably collapse at least once. It might collapse towards the end of class. This is something that happens. Just know, no matter what, you're gonna go home with a lot of candy today. If you're building a fence, it's really important that each piece is slightly zigzagged, because that's how they're gonna help prop each other up. If you just try to do them straight like that, they're going to tend to tip over more. But if each piece is slightly at an angle, then they can kind of support each other in standing up. See how it kind of zigzags? So this piece has to bend a little bit each time like that. That's how the pieces support each other and stay standing. While you're waiting for this part to dry, you can start creating some kind of yard or garden or pathway. Maybe I want to have kind of like a curvy walkway like that. Oops. I can outline that with candy. I wouldn't add any candy to this right now because we're waiting for it to dry. So let that get strong and dry before you try to add candy to that. But while you're waiting for it, you can decorate around this area. So I decorated my front yard with a little patio and some bananas, and I've given this base about 10 minutes to dry. So I've done that. It's hopefully strong enough to decorate. I'm gonna go ahead and outline this piece here. I'm gonna outline the whole thing. I'm going to set it there while I outline another piece. Now they're gonna touch at the top, so I might wanna just put this right along the edge so that the frosting really touches. Notice that when you attach pieces together, you wanna make sure that the pieces are touching and that there's frosting holding them together. If you notice there's not frosting, then you're gonna wanna add some in there because that's the glue that holds it together. All right, so now I have these two pieces outlined in frosting. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do a little more here. Make sure it sticks. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and touch them on the edge like that. You see? And on the edge right here. And then carefully let them come together in the middle. And just a little bit. And now I'm gonna add another piece right here. Add some, this is kind of dry, so I'm adding more frosting to it. You don't want too much frosting, otherwise it just takes a really long time to dry. But okay, so I have these two pieces. I'm going to line them up right next to the other rooftop piece and right here, and then I'm going to carefully bring them together in the center. Make sure, just kind of notice, make sure they're supporting each other and there's frosting connecting them. Now you might want to wait another 10 minutes before you start adding any candy to this, okay?